they cut him up and they chopped him up.
Yes, she does.
But then they sold the bits.
Oh my god, so guys, as you can see, this is Gloucester Cathedral. Oh my god.
History.
It's okay. So, as you can see, everyone's nice, cool.
A place of worship on this site for about 1300 years. Saxon monastery, which was opened by a man called Osric, and he was the ruler of what is now Worcestershire and Gloucestershire.
Okay.
And he built a monastery here for his sister. Now, in those days, it was quite normal for noble ladies to go into monasteries, if they were unmarried or widows, to go into monasteries. And he built it for his sister. She became the first abbess, and that was in 679, 680. It lasted for about 100 years. It was destroyed in the wars around here at that time. It was reopened again a few years later as a seminary for priests. So they used to send the priests there to train. Then after that lasted for about 250 years, and it was closed down by a king here called King Canute. But because this place used to burn down quite regularly in the early days, because it was a very evil city which had a lot of thatch. Yeah, and wood, of course, and every now and again, every 20 years, Gloucester used to burn.
Wait, who's this?
If you look, most of the glass in here dates from the 1800s, okay, the Victorian times. What the Victorians did was to try to show some of the history of the church in the windows, in the glass, and that's the crowning of the English King Henry III. And he was the only king to be crowned outside of Westminster. And he was crowned because his father, King John, had died, and there was another claimant to the throne, so his mother rushed him here to get him crowned first. Okay, so he was first. And about 1214, the year. Yeah, it's lovely.
So yeah guys, as you can see, he's directing us, like he's telling us about everything.
That's the coming of the body of the King Edward II. Now, in 1327, he was murdered by his wife and her lover. Okay, and nobody would take the body, and they kept it for about 3 months in the end. But the abbot here said, well, I'll take it, I'll bury it from here. Well, it was a very, very good move. This is, we think, a man called Sir John Bridges. He was a local noble. Yes. Okay. We think it dates about 1400, but we're not really sure. But
that his wife next to him. Pardon? That his wife next to him.
Yeah. The armour is above that period, about the 1400, 1410s. She's his wife. You notice that the stone is the same. It's the same stone there as there. The difference is, of course, that you can't reach her.
No. So you touch them all the time.
You put, yeah.
All the time.
And the grease off your hand
is making it glaze.
Polishes the
stone.
Yeah.
And this just stays the same because nobody reaches over to that.
No.
So this original colour is this.
Yes. It's limestone. Limestone. He's wearing what we call an S collar, which shows that he was a supporter of the House of Lancaster. Okay. She's wearing a tinier one, smaller one there. Can you see it?
Yeah.
Well, and there's a little dog at the end there, which I think is rather sweet. That's a sign of faithfulness. Whenever you see those on statues like these, or on brasses, church brasses,
is it between couples, the faithfulness?
It's
faithfulness of the dog.
Well, one assumes she's just faithfulness. And he's got a lion, so because he's a warrior. Remember I told you about the first of the abbesses, a woman called Kleinberger? Well, that we've just had carved. Our master mason, our present master mason, carved that one. Yes, and that's Kleinberger. You notice she's holding a church. Little building. That shows that she founded a church. When King Edward's body was brought here, his son, when he became king, decided that he wanted a much grander place for his father to live. To be buried. To live. Well, I hope not. So what he did was he raised the vaulting right up. And he used what we now call our perpendicular architecture, which was developed here. It's a style which was developed in Gloucester. And if you look, you can see all of this going up. Well, all of that is stuck on.
Oh, is it? I thought you found stone.
If you took it away, you'd have the old Norman church underneath it.
Right.
What you see down there now, all of that was used to look like this. Okay. It was all coloured.
Yeah.
And there were religious pictures, those big columns down there. They were plastered, and then painted on top of that.
Right.
Yeah.
This is how it used to be.
This is how it used to be. All of this.
It's on the wall.
Pardon?
Painted on the wall. It's painted as it is.
Yeah, on the plaster. Yeah. They did this separately. The person who did this was one of the local landowners. He had his own church, and he did the whole church of it. This is Abraham Butledge. This dates from about 1600s. It's absolutely, if you look at it, it's a wonderful piece of work, of carving, really.
Okay, that's it.
It's alabaster.
It's kind of cold.
Yeah, and what's nice is that's his coat of arms there at his feet, and his wife's got hers. So she was from a noble family as well. So, but it's beautifully carved. I mean, it's a magnificent piece of work. This is the mason's bracket. It's like a memorial, really, to a mason who fell off there.
Oh, right.
Yeah. If you look up, you can see.
Man underneath it, holding it.
But behind him, on there, it's the same pattern.
Oh, yeah.
You see that?
Yes.
Thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our trespasses as we forgive those who trespass against us. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. Thine is the kingdom, the power, and the glory, forever and ever. Amen.
William the Conqueror had 9 children. He had 4 boys and 5 girls. He was the oldest, that's Robert. But he fell out with Dad, as elder sons did in those days, and he, in fact, a couple of times they actually got to blows. And in the end, William the Conqueror gave him the province of Normandy in France to get rid of him. He promptly pawned it. He pawned it to his older brother, to his younger brother, Henry, so that he could get enough money to raise an army to go down to Jerusalem and go on the First Crusade. He was supposed to be a great leader of men, and they offered him the crown of Jerusalem, but he wouldn't take it very wisely. He was a bit of a poison chalice. When he came back, his other brothers in succession had grabbed the throne, And Henry, who was his younger brother, was on the throne. Well, they fought it out. There was a battle, and he lost, and he was put into Cardiff Castle for 28 years. He spent 28 years in Cardiff Castle. But he was he learnt Welsh, and he wrote poetry, and he lived into his 80s.